basically, we just want to know like the basic information on how you use the horses and what was going on.
Okay, well, so in here is the kind of horses we mostly used.
Yeah.
And we had two teams of horses. One was workhorse and one we called saddle horses, or driving horses. But they did work, the small ones did work with other jobs too, like raking hay and stuff. I think it was light on the farm, we used them too.
Oh, okay.
So, you always generally had four horses, sometimes we had six. But
so then different types of horses were used. So then, is it basically possible to use the same horse or the same kind of horse for everyday use, or?
yeah, we used it almost every day. At that time, we didn't have no car, so we used them for, if one come to town, you could drive the saddle, the young horses, and drive them to school or wherever we had to have them.
Now, we know you shoed the horses, but were different kind of shoes used for different jobs or different seasons?
They always, the work horses generally show them twice in the summer, and we show them, then they show them once in the wintertime. And the light horses generally didn't use that much, so we generally, sometimes they didn't get shot until spring, and put on a workhorse shoe, they call it, a regular shoe. But in the wintertime, they always had what they called a giant grip, so sharp because they had to use them all.
So they had like
clean the
cleats on
barns
them,
and stuff like that. Well, so we use them. So we use them, and the little horses had a small stud like that on their shoe. Had used them in the summertime too.
Right. Okay, so the tack for the horses, did you buy that right in town, or did you have to go somewhere else to get it, or was it brought into town?
Or the
tack for?
Oh, the harness, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, I think we got a harness in Watkins in Herkimer. He was a horse dealer. We always bought our horses off of him, and we got a new harness off of him. And then sometimes you go to an auction maybe and buy something you needed.
I've always seen like teams of horses with blinds on them and stuff. Now,
well,
were they?
You can get them either when you wanted. My uncle used to live up here, and he done village stuff in Cherry Valley, like they do with the truck now. Out the street, and then you go around, and everybody had wood stoves.
Right.
And he'd go around different places and gather up ashes and stuff like that, and do some other work around the village. Same to do with the tractors now.
Oh, okay. But were blinds for the horses, were they like something you had to have, or didn't use them often? Or?
You have, of course, protection for eyes like that, but you could have to buy it if you wanted to take them without the bridle. You could get them same as you could with the bridle.
Okay. All right. What was the average amount of time that you would work a horse for the day?
Well, it all depends on how pushed you was. I used to take them generally start out in the fall year or spring when it was decent going. I'd start out sometimes at 8 o'clock in the morning and till noon, and come back and give them their breakfast and start out again till dark. So sometimes the difference in
good long day.
What was going on.
Oh yeah.
You had a lot of work you had to get done.
How can, like, my grandfather has horses and he can tell the age by their teeth. I was wondering, how do you do that?
Well, what they have is, they call them cups on their teeth. And they, every so often they keep, as they go older, they lose them. And,
so just by the amount of, like, the tooth has been ground down?
That's where you have to find out how old they are. Some people can tell them pretty good, but I'm probably not a good judge on that. If we wanted a horse, we just bought one, took the one the guy that sold it to us took his whatever he said was it. But a horse's tooth, when they're young, a horse's teeth are like this. And as they go older, the horses they go like that. But I've got a mare down there that's 18 years old, and I looked her mouth this morning, and her mouth is pretty near the same as it was when she was younger.
Oh, wow.
It all depends on what you feed them. So we feed them down there, they have whole corn, and that keeps everything level, just like going to your dentist.
Yep. No, you said you had, what, 6 horses?
Sometimes we did. We used to raise some coals. Sometimes you'd have a couple there that you was breaking to drive where you sold them or something.
Because I was just wondering, how many, was that like the average amount for everybody, or was more or less?
We generally had about 4 horses or something like that. Generally we try to keep about 4.
For like sizing a horse up, so you size them up with the measurement of a hand. Now is that like just an average?
Say it's 4 foot. Your hand is 4 foot.
No,
and you,
inches.
What?
4 inches.
4 inches. I mean, yeah, 4 inches. And you go from above the hoof to the brisket. I think that's the size of your horse. But we always, when we bought a horse, we always find out what we wanted, go buy it, and fetch it home. You can generally tell pretty good if you're on the horse, whether it's somewhere near your other one you got.
Oh, yeah.
You can generally tell pretty well.
Alright. What different jobs were horses used for?
Well, generally a workhorse, we kept them mowing on the farm. But the light horses we drove, if you're going to visit somebody or like that, then you drove a little horse.
Okay. How much would a horse eat, or how much food did you use up during the winter?
Well, the way things are now, of course, years ago we didn't have a baler anyway, you just sell it on loose. But now with a baler, we see they get a bale a day. Okay. So average bale.
So it's small round bales or just square?
The square balers, yeah. And generally, they eat about a bale a day anyway. Yeah.
Okay. And what did you feed them? So then you fed them hay and you feed them corn now?
They eat corn, whole corn.
Whole corn?
They pick it out the field and dry it. Dry it when it pick it.
Right.
So we use that. That's what they eat.
Okay. Were horses used to harvest ice?
On the ice, they used to draw ice with them.
Draw ice with them?
Here, I guess here in Cherry Valley, like the creamery, used to have a big ice house, and then people would come in with their teams and draw the ice in there until they get it filled up. And then a lot of people had their own ice houses, and they either draw their own or some neighbor would maybe help, like that. But they always had a big ice house here.
Have you ever seen a team of horses go through the ice?
I've heard of it, but I never saw it.
Do you know how they got them out?
That I don't know. I never was with that, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. How long does it take to harness up a team?
Well, if you got a good horse, measures are at about 20-25 minutes, you can hire a team.
Sounds like a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
And then, was the photography here earlier, or?
Oh, she came down at the farm this
Oh,
morning.
okay,
She was
okay.
down there, yeah. She's got the pictures.
So she took pictures of you working
Yeah.
with them. And I was wondering if you had any photos of like you working with a team or anything that might help explain any of the questions or.
I've got a lot of pictures. And you're talking
His
about,
favorite place.
this is my father. That horse, Daisy horse. Everybody could drive that horse. My mother used to take her and go to my grandmother's. She'd take a couple kids with us, and away we'd go. She would go anything. She was good on the road or a workhorse, either one. She was good.
Oh, wow.
And this is the one we was talking about, the blinders on your horse. This is my Uncle Abe when he told me about no working in town.
Right.
And this is a street plow. That's what he plowed the streets with.
Oh, really? That's pretty neat.
And that horse don't have no blinders. This is another one that he had. He wanted to get a new horse, so he gave this to us up on the farm. And he went and bought another one like this one.
Would you see if you can show those pictures to this?
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
This one don't have, he has no blinders.
Okay.
Can you just hold that one? Let's see if I can zoom on it.
Get a little closer.
Great.
Good.
Okay.
And they was talking about how when you take pictures of
Yeah, she wants to get the pictures.
Oh, these are nice pictures.
Oh, yeah.
What horse is that? The gray.
That's Sam, his name was.
So you had it.
One Abe Wynn had. Your father would know Abe Wynn.
Uh-huh.
He always done work around town here with the horses.
And then this is with the plow.
A lot of people wanted to know probably how long we started out with horses. Here's my two sisters, hanging on a couple of horses that we had. That's how we got started on them.
Do you want like the dates off of these? Because he's got dates written on the back. Would that help any? Or?
What if you wrote that on there?
Yeah, I've been writing the
Great.
dates down of the different pictures. Sorry, I appreciate it.
Here's another saddle horse I had.
Oh, that's
Had a little
nice.
coal.
Who took these pictures, Harris?
Oh, probably my sister, probably.
She was the family photographer for all of you.
Took a picture now and then of everything. This is a saddle horse we had, Hilda, her name was. I had her on a cart.
Oh, nice little sled.
Every once in a while, I get my chores done in the afternoon, I'd take her for a road down the road and back, about 4.5 page of Cooperstown back. Here's a team I had upon the farm,
Is that a rig?
with a drill behind them, getting ready to go plant oats. They were awful nice team. They were hard working for horses. You can work them all day, 8 hours, put on 8 hours loads, and they come right in the barn and hang right on them. They were a powerful team.
Nice.
Did you have them all their lives?
We had them quite a while, yeah. I had them when I left the farm. We still had them up there yet when I left. There's the town. This one here is mine. This new one did button head. This over in Delhi, cutting corn. We went over there and helped fill silo.
Oh yeah?
Over to Delhi. Oh, the name of Rockefeller lived over there. Margaret,
Yes?
where was that picture they had up on cutting corn up on, or cutting the oats up on Willow Hill? Where were they?
Well, hand me your things.
So the people got together to help each other.
Yep.
Yeah, see, that was more recent than
Yeah.
those others. Well, keep it going with what you got there.
Is that down in Berkeley?
There's a team over to the Farmers Museum on a roller. People used to use them to roll down the roads. For when spring of year come, they get snow, get packing on it. They have it over to the Farmers Museum.
Oh yeah, I've seen it there. So it was just to pack the road down, so.
There's one way. My brother took that picture, I remember. My sister took it, he said it, he got the dog and put him up on the horse and he said it.
Grandfather's farm, cats used to sit on the cows. Yeah. Basically, because in the winter, because they were cold.
That was a parade we had down here. That was one of them, one was Ed Button, was driving one team, and I had the other team. Margaret, she's on there, on that float. What was that? What was that on, Margaret?
What's that now?
I had the picture taken down to,
Oh, it was when they had the bicentennial parade in the rain. Just a day about like today, isn't it?
and it rained all while we were there.
Nice hat.
Got the tricorner.
That must have been a parade, I guess, they had somewhere.
Oh, it's Sharon Springs. Yeah. I don't remember that building.
When we go to make the new edition of the Turnpike Traces, or whatever it's going to be called, we probably could put in a photograph or two. Is there a picture that the two of you think that we might ask if we could borrow and get a copy made among all these pictures?
Yeah.
There's a picture of cutting oats. That was up on the farm, Yerdon Brothers farm.
That's for that, and then one of the pictures of the later ones in the club.
Yeah.
So it shows like in the 30s and then later on how it changed, because you can tell all the harnesses are different.
73.
That's the number of your photo.
Yeah. Yeah, then you can get the different look of the different milk machine or whatever.
And the horses changed too,
Yeah.
the horses in that picture. horses look bigger now.
Is there a picture of you, Harris?
What's that?
Is there a picture of you among all these pictures?
Yeah, we went through
You and
one
some
that had
horses?
him.
Yeah, this one.
This one,
That one there.
and this one. But,
Well, that's Ed Button
that's
on there cutting corn. This is mine here. Here's another one here. This is me here.
Oh, yeah.
They thought we had all the snow here, and look at the snow on this one.
Oh, wow.
Whoops.
Sorry about that. Oh, wow, that's a lot of snow.
They talked about snow then. They plowed that, the Cherry Valley come up and plowed it with a walder so we get the road open. Then the road plugged up in the fall of the year. We had to plow through the field to get out to the other main road.
Oh, Lord.
We didn't really use the road anymore because of the plug right fall.
Wow.
And then Cherry Valley come up with a walder and plowed it out. And I went down with the team just to make the track down through after they got done.
Wow.
Is that the most snow you ever remember?
Yeah, there was a lot of snow. That was
So get the date off this one. I was just gonna ask you in January.
January 15th.
This was thrashing oats over on Middlefield Center Road. Over what they call, used to be the Harry Partial Farm, remember that? They had oats there one time. That was,
Then did they stop growing oats? I mean, oats weren't a crop that
they
people...
don't have them there anymore, but we got a picture, Margaret's looking for that. We got it up on White House Hill there, or hill out of Cherry Valley there. They had oats on that farm, Margaret's looking for that.
Up on Willow Hill.
Oh, yeah.
Willow Hill, yeah. Well, these are all the same pictures. That's me there, one of them. This one little animal.
There's some of the logging.
What?
There's some of the logging when you went.
There's one there, so getting the horses ready for the parade. I would say in Richfield.
Yeah, it looks like...
It's a beautiful looking horse.
Here they are, here.
That's June.
June?
There's a couple of parades over there. We're drawing a fire truck out of Richfield, a ladder truck. There's a parade over there.
Oh, this is logging here.
And there's logging over here on Sandy Barnes' farm over on Middlefield Center Road. Just another plow day.
So you've gone around and like helped out a lot of people with your team, and
What?
you've gone around and like used your team for a lot of different things and helped and like worked with a lot of different people. So
In places here you will see where we had.
He's in the Eastern Regional Draft Horse Club, and see, they do a lot of these
okay, that's
activities. That's a good picture. The two of them. So.
This one, this is good.
And there's the three.
There's one there, they had a pretty over in Springfield.
Over in the center.
And then there, Josh, he was kissing the best June goodbye when we started.
Here, that's the three of them. Here's your Willow Hill ones right here.
Posing.
I think she done that.
This one's here is up on Willow Hill, over here. Right up there, that was in 1980.
And who was the farmer there? Was that you that was farming Willow Hill then? Or were you working for somebody
Parsons
else?
must have been there. No. Yeah, Parsons was there.
But who had the thresh machine? Hayes did it.
Harold Hayes had the
Harold
thresh
Hayes
machine.
did.
There's a lot of pictures, different pictures in there. Oh. Harold Hayes, everyone remembered Harold Hayes?
Mm-hmm.
That's in there. One of these. That's his granddaughter there. There's a picture of him there somewhere. There he is. Harold Hayes. Pop Flint. Remember Pop Flint?
Mm-hmm.
When you were a kid, did almost everybody have horses around here?
What?
When you were a kid, did every farm have horses?
Yes. Yeah, well, wasn't very many too many cars around, but really. Well, I say there was cars around, but they were not like they are today.
Top of my board.
There was one, they built a barn down where I keep my horses. Down there, and he built this barn. He built a new house, Ed Button did. So he built this one, and he wanted to put it up on a house where he'd build a house on the church, on the street down there where he lived. So Ed, he was very good then, but he wanted to drive a 4-horse hitch. So we put 4 horses on it and doubled them up and drawed the barn from there up to where he lives.
Oh, wow.
They had this one here is mine there, that one there. This one belonged to Robert Moore. Remember Robert Moore?
Yeah.
That's his team. This one, but we drove that up to the.
So you just took two pellets and
Yeah.
linked them together like
Yeah.
This one looks like Yeah. It's just a process.
Then we talked about, whether you had 6 horses or 8 horses. There's a pair of colts that we raised there. And then at that time, we probably had 8 horses then.
Oh, really?
So we probably had, so we got rid of some. And we get them broke. So they drive all right. Then we got, whatever, probably got rid of them.
There's that one of the wagon train going from Glennsville.
So it's a
They had one
family
around.
too, but-
That was when we was going out, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, leaving.
That wagon train. One time we did, and this is we started out down Middlefield, went up through the back road over and back up to over, we call it Oil City.
No, you came this way that time.
We went back that way.
Well, anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah, we went up there because we was on Ed Buttons, then we come on
Yeah.
up here. Stayed over to the Glennsfoot Farm. Had
Stayed
the
there
wagon
all
train,
night.
remember that? No? We had the wagon
No, I wish I did remember.
We had the wagon train. Stayed overnight.
It was when Bob Wilson was there,
Oh, I heard about that.
and he was part of the Draft Horse Club then, and they came and stayed.
Oh, one of the times I was there, that was great. That was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
very cool.
Yeah,
There must have been 12 or
15.
15 teams with wagons, and they all camped out and spent the night.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we stayed up there, stayed overnight and started back. We had, we must have had probably 20 teams, 15, 20 teams anyway.
Wow.
Then we got another one somewhere where we filled south over there to Glennsfoot. These are different horses. This is the last horse that Ed Button bought, was that one there. We got that other picture somewhere. I don't know. Guess you saw that one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, we did. That was would you get him to pose for that?
Did you get that one?
I
I
think,
think
we
we
got
got
that.
Maybe you
Did
did.
you hold that?
yeah, I think we got that.
Oh, my goodness. No, I don't think we got that.
No.
That's a beautiful sight.
Yeah, that's a good picture. Yeah. We got one. I don't know where that is.
What are you looking for now?
The one that had Phil Suttle over the Glennsfoot.
Well, I don't know. It's part in there someplace. I guess. Hand me the. Does your grandfather still got horses over there?
He's got a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, they had, if you want to take a picture of that one if you want. picture.
Wow.
That's kind of interesting. See how the harness for each horse is hung up by the
That's
thing there?
I don't know where it came from.
And who are you now?
Ethan Buck?
Ethan Buck. You come from down Middlefield way?
No, from Sproutbrook.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
There were some bucks down Middlefield way that I
Yeah.
think had horses. They up in,
They were in Mar left is all over the Kansas
Oh,
area. They all
yeah.
have horses down there. My uncle runs a stable.
Oh, is that a picture when he fell
oh, I
over the
remember. Did
Glenfoot
did
farm? I
you
don't know where
used
it
to
is.
be taught at home?
Mhm.
Yes, I remember when you had to come into school.
Yeah, take my
Yeah,
tests.
yeah.
Yep.
God, you guys grow up so lot. Here's a picture that'll surprise you. This isn't Harris's horses, but this is Harris driving them. You know who that is?
Yeah. It's Keith and
Mrs. McCarthy.
McCarty.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Well, that was in '79. That's when Janet got married. Well, he brought the horses from Richfield, and Harris drove them, so. And now we have the Surrey.
Mhm.
Where is it?
Well, it's
Back-
being redone by the Amish,
Oh,
so I don't know what we're going to do with it when we get it redone, but it had to have some work done on it.
well, it's wonderful. It's being preserved.
Well, that's what I thought. So, but this Amish guy doesn't work very fast. So he
Yeah,
promised
this
me
is
he
a-
would have it done this year, so.
This is it right here. We'll settle Glenfoot. They didn't have a silo there, they put her in the trench, in a trench.
Oh, yeah.
Up here is unloading them.
Yeah.
There's a milk house used to be. Guess it's in the milk house no more, there is a,
Who's that?
over the Glenfoot. There's a picture of when we filled a silo over there, over the Glenfoot. That was, oh, probably 6 years ago anyway. Wilson was there then, I think.
That's right.
Longer ago than
Yeah.
that, I think.
Well, John Leonard's been there 5, 6 years,
Yes.
so it was a little longer.
Another picture of something. Just said it was in it. Well, there's all no pictures in there, on the bottom, look at it, there's a lot of in there. Yeah,
Then what type of pictures did you want to take out for?
Just if there was a picture that you especially liked there. I mean, that's just an option if you saw something that, but we could come back and ask you, right?
No, you still be here.